Something happens and I'm head over heels. I wonder if those were actually the 80s dude's voices. Or if one dude did that in the early 80s and then every other 80s singer was like, I want to sound like that. Because there were a whole lot of 80s dudes that sounded exactly like that. It was a meme, Vinny? Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, it actually was. The Cure. Yeah, there's them. Again, XTC. Andy Partridge kind of had that voice. Tears for Fears, definitely. You know, Duran Duran a little bit. I feel like... Are there any examples of people from the 70s trying to sound like 80s man when the 80s rolled along? Like, that would be weird if someone, like, modified their singing style to be like, 80s man! Bowie? Bowie always had that. If you listen to, Young Americans and, like, late 70s Bowie, he was definitely doing the Bowie voice. The, you know, the classic, like, hammy one. But he did it way more in the 80s. Which is incidentally his most creatively bankrupt period. So. Except Let's Dance. Did you like Bowie in Dancing in the Street? Street Place? What? Yeah, I thought it was a very silly video. I like the video where they take the music away, and you just hear Mick Jagger and Bowie just, like, grunting. And, like, screaming. What about Scary Monsters? Well, that was that 79 or 80, Scary Monsters? Scary Monsters is one of my favorite Bowie. 80? Yeah, so it's just on the cusp of the 70s right there, but I feel like Scary Monsters is almost the culmination of everything that came before. And it just feels like a fitting, almost like a finale to the 70s Bowie. That's one of my first Bowie albums that I ever really kind of became obsessed with, and, doesn't sound- it sounds... That album's kinda almost a response to punk. That's who the Scary Monsters and Super Freaks were, I think. I'm pretty sure, at least. Thoughts on Black Star? It's such a good album, I can't listen to it too often. As how I feel about Black Star. It just makes me too sad, but I think it's- yeah, it's great. I've talked about it lots on the stream, but I will say that Black Star plus the No Plan EP that came out afterwards are both prime Bowie. So...